We train in one terrain in Kenya because we have no choice. All our roads are just all-weather roads. We have no choice about that. But here, we developed the country. Most of the time where you are here is in town. But for us, we have no choice. I think you can train in every terrain as long as you are disciplined and you follow the program, listen to your body. You can train in any terrain. And no, because some of the Kenyans, even they don't know that they are in altitude. So they have the benefit of altitude without them knowing. I think their running in Kenya is partly talent. And when you talk about Kenyans, it's not all Kenyans. The dominant tribe in Kenya is the Kalenjin. Those are the dominating tribe. And if you want to know the Kalenjin, you can get it from the name. All men are called, you can hear, Kip Keter, Kip Choge. So the lady is going to be Chep Choge. So those are the Kalenjin if you want to differentiate. If I talk of Kalenjin, I think the culture, like the Kalenjin, they were pastoralists for a very long time. Before the British came, they were all pastoralists. They were looking after the cows for a very long time or long distance. When the British came, they took the land for farming. So they reduced the Kalenjin into smaller areas. They took away some of the animals, they keep it, and they let them stay in a smaller area. So there was no longer grazing the cows for a very long distance. Then we have the Maasais. The Maasai are also pastoralists, and we have some athletes from that tribe, like Rudisha, the world record holder, is from Maasai tribe, and they are pastoralists. There are very few from the Maasai community. When you talk of nutrition again, we eat what is available. Then we find that it is helping. But we cannot say that, we have eaten this for a very long time, we have to change to this. We eat what is available. So if we go into nutrition, there are very few. But the majority of Kenyans, they go by what is available just because of poverty. If you talk of nutrition, that I want to eat this today, I want to eat it tomorrow, sometimes it can be a challenge. So nutrition is not really a factor sometimes, but it is very important. Where we come from, we just have the food for that day and it finished. When it is lunchtime, we can, if it is vegetables, we just go and get the vegetables from the farm and you bring it and cook it that time. So there's no leftovers. If there's leftover, maybe something it is left overnight, then you can consume it tomorrow, but not more than a week. Not everyone has a freezer, but those who are staying in town, they have the freezer. But in the villages, no. If you keep something, it's not more than 2 days. Ugali, which is a staple food, it can stay for a day or 2 days. Definitely. Especially now, we have a lot of potential. Things are changing. Technology is coming up. Shoes is coming up. The watches, they can monitor your heart rate. A lot of things are coming up. Technology is improving very fast. If you are training, you have to do all the workouts to make you a runner. Drills, track workout, hill walk, you have to do all those things. All of those things contribute to your success of good training. So I recommend everything. You have to be disciplined. If you have chosen to be a runner, the most important thing is discipline. Just be disciplined and that's all. When training, mental training is part of the program. There's a time that you tell them there's a good days and bad days. So when there's a bad days, you have to be content and to know what happened, what really happened, that I didn't attain what I wanted. So we have that mental training also. You don't have to be disappointed when you didn't perform. That's what is in the program, in the training program, mental preparation. Kenyans, when we are running, what motivates us is the money. So every time when you're in a race, you say that I want to run smart, I want to get the money. The motivating factor is the money, and that one is going to make you perform. Running smart is listening to your body and obeying to what you have been training. You listen to your body depending on how you have been training. You can avoid injuries depending on the shoe. Most injuries contributed by the shoe that you are using. But sometimes in Kenya, that's not an excuse because sometimes most of our runners, especially upcoming runners, they don't have a shoe. And if they get it from somebody, sometime here, when you're here, you say, this shoe is overpronation, it does this and this. But for Kenya, in your mind, you know that I've got the shoe. You don't talk about the negative side. Until when you have an injury, then you know that I used the wrong shoe. We don't think about that most of the time when we're training. If it happened, it is an accident. You are using the wrong shoe without you knowing. So injuries do happen. Even if you are training smart using the right shoe, sometimes it happens. We try to avoid injuries by training smart and running smart.